with the Most High, you absolutely have the right to go in. Somebody that I totally respect disrespected me to the point of saying that I brought negative energy around my children. That is going too far. See, we don't control energy, but we certainly know that energy transforms and it transcends, and we are capable of making that happen. Now, when someone else doesn't understand spiritual awakening, or they don't understand spiritual guidance, or they have been taught to minimalize their relationship with our higher power, that has absolutely nothing to do with you. And I absolutely want to make sure that you know the truth. All right. So I'm Nicole Andre V, founder of Spiritual Guidance Academy, where we help you master your spiritual gifts, learn all about spiritual guidance, and about spiritual awakening. I'm a spiritual problem solver, and one of those problems that we often are going to come into contact with are the people that are still religious umbrella, being taught what their relationship needs to be like, how they need to worship the Most High, the limitations that are not real, that are human imposed on the Most High, and our own powers in this 3D and in other dimensions. So, comment down below what your story is like. Hit that thumbs up button and just let me know and let the rest of our spiritual superstars know what's going on. All right, so hit that thumbs up button and show me support. But yes, someone literally said that I shared very, very personal, very private, um, because I wanted prayer. My son had a bad vision. He had a negative vision, and my energy was negative. But here's the deal: when I shared this with the person I highly respect, um, and definitely, if I'm calling for spiritual help, if I'm calling for any help that's dealing with my children, then you know that I respect that person. So they know that I really do have a very high level of respect for them. Regardless of whether or not they are comfortable with spiritual awakening, I know that they believe in God. I know that they are very passionate, and I respect that passion that they have towards the Most High. That's why I called them. So I simply wanted prayer. That's it. What I got was judged, criticized, disrespected, and totally pissed off. So I want you guys to know that when you experience stuff like that, you can still love that person. You can still have them in your spiritual journey. You can still, welcome them into your space, into your life. However, follow the truth, because energy doesn't lie. And if they are in their spiritual journey of, I'm still going to be taught what my relationship needs to be like with the Most High, then that's them. But it doesn't have to be you. So really take what happens for what it is. So the way that I handled it was, wow, I was really shocked, and I let them know that I called you for help, and I ended up feeling judged, misunderstood, extremely misunderstood, and just devastated that that was the outcome. Like, wow. So what happens there? Well, we're in the 3D, and we know that since we're awake, we know the truth in what spirituality is. Spirituality is endless. It is vibrant. It is something that you cannot totally control. You can control your human, and that's still a part of spirituality, even though it's the opposite side, because we're a dual being. And so our human has to be controlled in order to elevate spiritually. Our human moves, lives, vibrates in the third dimension, right? Well, that's fear based energy. That is what our human is composed of. However, as the soul within your human, you know an abundance flow of energy. You know the infinite flow, right? You know the vastness of spirituality. So In my humble opinion, what I feel when someone really doesn't understand your your level of awareness, be open. You're a light worker. I just saw someone say that. Hey, light worker. I'm a light worker, absolutely. And so, our job as a light worker is to shine bright in the face of darkness and in that energy where the light doesn't shine or it's not shining. And that's ignorance. So the response that I got from this person that I really do have a high level of respect for was ignorance. And that's the bottom line. The love is still there. I highly respect that person still. And now the role has jumped to my understanding that I am now a teacher for them as well. So that's the beauty of it. And whether or not they wish to receive that is really up to them. And it's up to you too to really take that on as a responsibility, as a role, you know. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you. Don't mistake someone else's ignorance or lack of understanding or narrow mindedness or closed minded energy to you having to dim your light, dull your shine, or adhere to a religious dogma or closed principle or mindset or just one belief, a linear belief, to your vast openness, love for all, and just being mindful that that's going to happen, you know? And spiritual awakening, the number one step, the stage that you want to be aware of is awareness. That's the first step. And you can find out all 7 steps by picking up my book, which is 7 Steps to Master Any Spiritual Awakening. And I wrote the book because there's these 7 steps that I've always lived by, I've always followed it, and I realized I go back and forth to all 7 in order to get through these moments like this. So my awareness, and and as a matter of fact, I will just share. Do you want me to? Like, drop a yes if you want me to share how I simply applied the 7 steps to this situation right here. Because I was able to do it like within a few hours. And that's really important. I also used, where's my thing here? My oil. Yep, I got it right here. I used my spiritual journey, shook it. I actually took a shower and I put this all over my body. And at first, I took it, shook it, and I used it on my hands, the palms of my hands, because those are portals, and the soles of my feet, because those are portals. And then I used my holy water here, my spiritual journey, and I just spritzed my whole body with it, starting with my face. And that grounded me. It put me into a whole new energy. So, okay. So, the way that I handled this situation when someone really feels like you are bringing, because what happened was the person said that I caused my son to have the vision by bringing in negative energy into our house because of what I do for a living. That was the whole thing. I'm sorry I didn't say that. That was the whole thing, and that's why I felt like what? Like I'm being judged when I just asked you for prayer. That was it. And so the person said that I brought energy into the house. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Is this based on what I'm doing, what I do for a living? Do you even know what I do for a living? So, and here's the other twist is that the person is trying to do life coaching. So I said, as a spiritual life coach, you mean? That's you're talking about that? And the person said, absolutely. That they were telling me that that's why they feel that I brought negative energy to my son. And I said, because he had a vision, you're saying that I brought negative energy to my son because I'm a spiritual life coach. What? So that's say energy carries Energy transforms, energy transcends, but energy is fluid. So energy is connected to each other, right? It's connected to itself. And we have a relationship. That's energy. Our intentions, that's energy, right? Energy is circulating all over the place. So when you instantly feel your mood shift, that's energy that doesn't have to be yours. And so that's why I'm really big on recognize your own energy so that you'll know when other energy is trying to engage you. And don't take ownership of it. And don't let anybody tell you that you brought that energy to your child or even to yourself by being spiritually awake, okay? Or by enjoying spiritual tools, helping you, helping your family, helping other people, by using tarot, intuitive decks, inspirational decks, um, however way you want to put crystals, sprays, elixirs, potions, affirmations, mantras, chants, you name it. Prayer. Don't let any your style of chanting or worship, don't let anybody ever tell you what you know isn't true and get away with that. Because even that is energy, spiritual superstars. So if I let this person get away with saying that I did that to my own son, then that's my fault. And that's energy that I will then inflict on my son purposely. And in my whole house, that will affect everybody here. So I was just like, that is not true. And that's ignorant to even say that. But this person is coming from a very traditional religious mindset and has been taught what their relationship needs to be like, needs to look like, what their prayer needs to look like, needs to hear like, needs to be like, what all of that cookie cutter in that one religion. And I am totally not that way. And so, yeah, so that's what was like, no, no. So I'm open for that conversation, and I only encourage you to do that if you're open. If you're not open, don't be open. But that's another reason why in the book I put a section in there to explain to people that don't understand what you're going through in your spiritual awakening. And that's also what I did. I invited that person to purchase my book. I said, I think you should. I said, I invite you to purchase my book so that you can learn more about me and who I am and the core principles that I teach and that I believe in. Because if you knew me, you would know that I tell people all the time you can't control energy. You can transform and transcend energy, but we don't control energy because we none of us know the vastness of spirituality. So so the 7 steps that I took was awareness. What's really going on here? Well, there is a divide. So the divide is saying that this person is vibing on a religious umbrella mindset, and I am not. I'm spiritually awake, and I am very aware and very confident and very blessed, grateful for my spiritual gifts. And I know that my children are spiritually gifted, and I have been aware since before them, so since I was a little girl. So there's a difference there. So the awareness is okay, there might be a conversation that needs to happen, and there might be an educational tool. This might be a teachable moment if they're open and if I can convey it the way that Spirit wants me to convey it. But this is definitely going to be an opportunity here to level up in our friendship, our relationship, and or not. This is a defining moment, right? It's growth. So that's the awareness, is that our relationship is evolving. That's growth. No matter who that person is, that's an opportunity to grow. Detachment. That is the next level. Okay, so the next step is detachment. So now I'm aware of why this is happening, what the lesson is, why Spirit allowed this to happen, right? So you always want to see the blessing in the lesson. Okay, so now the detachment is step away from its ownership. Step away from the way I would have done it before. My feelings would have been severely hurt and I would have stayed there way longer than I need to. I would have isolated myself and I would have just gone in and been hurt and probably even broken off the relationship or just withdrawn and just totally went ice cold because I would have preserved myself to the point of I don't want to get hurt and I am offended and I don't want to feel like that anymore. So I'm going to walk away and I'm not going to have anything to do with that person. They won't even hear from me. Deuces. That would have been my old reaction. And I would have felt that energy because my energy would have been like boom, ice cold right off the top. No need to say a word. My energy would have been immediate. Okay. So instead of that, all right, here's a chance for me to be vulnerable, for me to soften. That's one of my prayers that I've been praying to help develop within me. And so now I know, okay, I'm detaching from my old way of doing it. Cool, I got this. The third step is being vulnerable. So, vulnerability. Okay, I know how to soften. I'm learning. I've practiced enough. I've gotten enough under my belt where okay, now what do I do? So, that's when I use my sprays, my holy oil, and my holy water. And I took my shower and everything, and I meditated. Now, here was my meditation. I was like, Divine Source, please show me, you know, um, how do I respond and what do I need to learn? What am I learning from all of this? And so I heard growth, expansion. So, okay, so I saw where we're taking our friendship and how I'm leading it. And that was one of my big signs that I have been seeing in my own spiritually guided messages is leadership. Okay? So I'm like, all right, so it's up to me now to welcome that, but not before I'm ready. And I feel like I'm owed an apology for sure. So I took my time to do that and I composed I composed a message that I could send that person to let them know this is how I feel. And I said, I invite you to purchase my book because, and I said, and I hope that you are open to learning more about who I am. Because if you knew me, you would know that I don't think I can control energy, but energy can be transcended and transformed. And I said that I feel extremely sad that I asked for help and what I got was judged and extremely misunderstood. Um, and that was pretty much it. I just said that, this is how I feel, and I'm gonna pause on our relationship because here's what I need in a relationship. And so that's big because that was being very vulnerable. Open up. I don't care. I don't know what they're going to say. It's none of my business. What is my business is being vulnerable there. And that is the third step and being vulnerable to whatever they've got to say. Before I wouldn't even wanted to engage. I wouldn't have wanted to hear what they had to say. I would have been scared to life to hear what they had to say because then that's a conversation and I didn't want to have that before. I just boom, cut it off. Deuces. That would have been my reaction. The evolved me, softened, vulnerable. Okay, so now the enlightenment. Honey, the enlightenment came today. And when did this happen? The night before. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So the enlightenment moment came, and what I got was their journey is waking up to their own spiritual gifts because this person is psychic. The person is a channel. The person wants to say that they're an intuitive. They're intuitive because they are straight up, can say exactly what I'm thinking, and extremely intuitive. So, all right, that's okay. I consider myself an intuit too. I'm an empath. They're an empath for real, but they're not comfortable with saying that they are spiritually gifted. but they're moving into it. Here's the thing that I got is that I've known them. We've been friends for so long. I know that the person's mother told that person they're not spiritual gifts, they are superpowers. So that goes generationally. So this person attacked me, criticized me because they're not comfortable with their own spiritual gifts or the evolution of their own spirituality. So they're still vibing off of what they were taught as a child and going on that old religious dogma. And they're absolutely, trying to burst out of that, breaking out of that mold to be their own person and to have their own opinion, their own thought, their own mindset around their relationship with God. So this actually has nothing to do with me. They envy me. And that threw me for a doggone loop. Threw me for what? Like, why would they envy me? But spiritual superstars, this has happened so many times. Let me tell you, it has happened so many times, it's going to happen to you. When it does, it'll come in as your family, your best friends, your soul sisters, your soul brothers. It will come in as mentors. It will come in with your own children. Your own family will be the ones that will definitely try to roll you over the train track because you're more comfortable in your spirituality than they are. Okay? It is what it is. So once I realized that, okay, enlightenment moment. All right, that's the aha moment. Dang, that's a serious aha moment. But you know what else happened then at that moment? That's not my business. That's not my problem. So now, after I worked through those steps, awareness, detachment, vulnerability, enlightenment, my aha moment, right? Now, you got to take action. Right? You got to accept. You got to accept. That's the fifth step is acceptance. And I'm going to show you a copy of the book. Let me get the book. I can show it to you. Look, 1111 is on the screen. Look at 1111 on the screen, y'all. Look at that. Wait, wait, I got to get it. I got to get a screenshot. All right, I got a screenshot. I will send it to y'all. So, whatever I said and whatever y'all were just thinking, whether you're on a recording, replay, hit replay, hashtag replay if you're coming in on replay. That's your blessing. This is the second time I saw 1111 today. This is the book. You want to get it, okay? 7 Steps to Master Any Spiritual Awakening. Get it on Amazon so you can give me a review because I really do look at the reviews. And because I love to hear how it's helped your spiritual journey. I want to hear about the results you're getting, okay? So, right, original truth. That's right. When the universe gives you confirmation, boom. So then, and I told you I've been praying, how do I be more vulnerable? So this is it. So the next step is acceptance. Okay, so I have to accept that this isn't my stuff. This isn't my journey. That's their journey. So the blessing here really is in me being open to help them. They can't help me in that area. So, okay, so now no more asking them for that kind of help. They're already struggling with their own demons. And I don't want none of that energy near me or my kids. So we can still be friends, but you know what? You might just be a 3-minute friend and not a 3-hour friend. You might be a 3-hour friend and not a 3-day friend. You might be a 3-day friend and not a 3-month friend. You might be a 3-month friend and not a 3-year friend. You might be a 3-year friend and not a lifetime friend. Okay? You might be a friend where I can hang out a couple hours, but you may not be a friend where I can take on vacations. Okay? You might be a friend that is just for that type of friendship. And there's that limit. So I can either accept that or I cannot. And I choose to accept it. Where is the bell? Okay? I choose to accept it because I love that person to life, but I love me first. And I know what's up about my little ones. And so what I see this as is my test to realign with what the relationship is for and what I'm supposed to be focused on. Okay? So I can serve as a blessing for other people, just like you can, right? They can serve as a blessing for me. But where I thought they could serve as a blessing for me at this situation, they can't. I can serve as a blessing for them. So it's up to them to receive that, and it's up for me to lead in that, okay? So, honey, once I got that, it was like, okay, Nikki, okay, so what are we gonna do with this, right? So now the fifth step is acceptance. That's what I accept, that there's no turning back. We are not going to do this relationship the same way we've been doing it. We're not going to go down this path anymore, and we're going to have the conversation of spirituality versus religion. We're going to have that conversation if you can be comfortable with what I do for a living, because I would love to keep you in my life. You're a great friend. But if you can't, then you can't, and I accept that too. But the thing is, accepting those that are not spiritually awake for who they are, where they are, because they're comfortable where they're at in their life, or they're not, but it's not your journey to live, it's theirs. So once you get past this acceptance, I accept that, I'm good. All right, cool. Now, the sixth step, right, in your journey is take action. So now my taking action is our relationship is different, period. So now they're going to get a different Nikki. Absolutely. Because it's not with any kind of hate or any kind of disregard for that person. It's nothing like that. It is self-preservation, but it is elevation. Did you catch that? Says once you go through the steps that I've outlined in your book here, you are going to see how to not only manifest your best self, but you don't stress. There's no stress needed in your spiritual journey. There's no stress needed in your spiritual awakening. You just simply know the steps, you apply them, and you take your time to do the work and to be blessed by them. So there's no stress because you're focused on who? Yourself. You're not focused. The steps that I have co-created with spirit, okay, in your book here are created so that you can live without seeking outside validation from all of them and their mama, okay? Without having to go into communion with a priest or a pastor or a member of the clergy or an elder when they are part human and self-appointed, by the way. So you can self-appoint yourself and be empowered and live a spiritual sustainable life and be happy. Okay? Be happy, happy, and take action. That's the sixth step, is to take action confidently. And so even if you're not there, you might go back to step number 2, detachment. What is it that I have to detach from? I don't know. Let's go to step 1. Well, okay. Oh, that's it. Aha moment, right? So you get back and maybe you need to be vulnerable with step number 3. Then you're like, okay, I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. Practice, practice, practice. Now I'm back at a step 5. I can accept it. I'm halfway in the ocean, or there's no turning back, or I'm going to turn back and I'm going to go back to the past. So now that I'm at take action, I'm taking action in a way that works for us in our relationship, because that's a true friend to me. And just because they're not where I'm at in my spiritual journey doesn't mean that I want to break up the relationship, just means that things have changed and I'm okay with that. So now the last step is, and it is, remember, it's up to you. The onus is on you because it's your spiritual awakening, even if you're the one that's meant to bless that person. So the last step, the seventh step, is confirmation. Confirmation is going to come in through you doing the work, repeating your steps, and changing the trajectory of your desired outcome. So now it's your desired outcome. It's not an outcome that's happening to you. Life isn't happening to you. You're making it happen. You're manifesting your desired outcome. And you have all expectation for miracles to happen. And then confirmation comes in, and that's when you get your spiritual guidance that tells you, oh, you definitely made the right choice, or oh, I need to alter, redirect, and just do it a little differently. Maybe I slid and I went back to my old action or my old behavior, but then, I kind of see where the pattern is popping up. That's your confirmation. So you'll know which one of the 7 steps that you need to go back to and make this thing happen for you, because whose spiritual awakening is it? It's yours, right? So this is a big deal because I see that person as a sage, right? As a leader, a spiritual soul, taught me so much. And it's good to have people like that in your life, right? But now I see that the role has changed. And this person has said that before. You've taught me so much. I've inspired this person, encouraged, motivated this person. But I think I downplayed my own power in our relationship. So now I got it. I get it. So I hope that this has helped you. We getting ready to go. We getting ready to go hiking. Get on out there. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your body. Be good to your human. Remember, health and wellness is so doggone key. Let me tell ya. Meet us over there in my private group. It's a group I created on Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook page, get over there anyway. Just create the page and get over into our groups. We got Spiritual Guidance Academy. That's our private group. I would love to see y'all in there because the group is like stagnant and I can't figure it out. I need y'all help. And Healthy Changes Through Lifestyle Medicine. We got over 1,000 people in there. So come on over there and help a sister out. Help your community because we probably missing your vibrant energy. We need y'all vibrant energy, okay? Y'all gonna come over there and rock the house. I can feel it already. So come on over there and get on in Healthy Changes Through Lifestyle Medicine. Yeah, those of you know that's my thing. That's my thing. That's like my boo. Healthy and lifestyle, wellness, natural wellness, that's my thing. Okay. So that's what I do for a living is I'm a lifestyle medicine practitioner. I am a coach, a health and wellness coach. That's what I got my Master of Science in. So I'm real big on that. And spirituality is a facet of living your best life. If you are ready to engage and really get those goals accomplished, I know you want to be summertime fine. You know, my skin wasn't always this glowy and healthy looking. Let me tell you, my edges were not always laid either, okay? My nails didn't always look this long either, okay? There's some things that I do, and I'm sharing what I do. So if you're ready to do what I do, if you're ready to start coaching with me, I'm absolutely ready to welcome you into the fold. So text that number that's down below. All right. And I will text you back personally. That's my business line. And I will tell you more about our 6 month coaching program. That's our 6 month scholarship. So all right. I know COVID hit hard with some people, but let me tell y'all something. If you're struggling financially, please don't. You don't got to be doing that. You don't have to do that. There is a way. And all you need to do is plan it out. Get it together, plan it out, get past the point of keeping it to yourself. Nobody needs to be, especially if you got babies. If you're a mama, you don't have it to give. You don't have it to give. So I want to support. Not that's my number one thing. No, no, nothing against any men. Nothing against y'all that don't have kids. But my heart isn't with women. That's just my thing. And my heart thing, my boo thing, I guess, is single moms. That's it. I got something for y'all. I got all love for y'all. My gosh. How can I not? I want to see y'all succeed you know? Because what we do every day is for our seeds. Period, point blank. I know that. And I know that's a serious grind. All right? Let me tell you, I know that. I know that. I got women that used to be working women working with me that are, Miss Nicole, I had to stop being a working woman. And I'm like, a working woman? Yeah. You know? Shoot, I'm not, when I tell y'all that I have seen some things, I have been through some things, I have lived some things, I guess I need to start telling y'all more about me. and I will. All right? So get on over there and let's coach because we need to get you into an elevated state of where you belong and who you really are. You're a goddess, you are a queen. Okay? Y'all are chosen. Don't you forget it. You are to be elevated, treated like the most precious thing walking because you are. Okay? Don't let your circumstances control your outcome. That's a no no. And if you don't know how to not let that happen, then we need to chat. All right? So text that number and let's chat. Mwah. I love y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Leora, Shalom. Oh, it's your born day. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday, girl. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hey, we got to wish her happy born day, Leora. Wish Leora a happy birthday. Happy born day, baby doll. What? Let me fix myself because we got to give you a reading on this beautiful your born day. Oh my gosh. Ah, beautiful queen. Thank you for saying it. Okay, so let me hook you up. Let me see. How do I prop you up? Because I'm on the phone. All right, we're going to use one of my... Oh, we're going to use Goddess. All right. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's see. Thank you so much. All right, baby doll. What questions you got? Let's roll. Type your questions in. Thank you so much, Divine Source. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Take a beautiful deep breath in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel our beautiful spiritual superstars, spiritual guidance with 100% accuracy on her very special born day, checking in with us. I feel so honored and thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ooh, Spirit just said the tests that are before me. So I'm speaking out as the prayer that you've been putting up to the Most High. The tests that you have been faced with that are before you are only because Spirit is helping your dreams come true. That's the only reason. So keep that in mind, baby doll. Keep that in mind. Are you in your solar return? I mean, your Saturn return too? How old are you? Because I see the coming full circle, but it's in the future. But I could see you on an obstacle course of all the eights. But I could see the culmination of it way over here. What does today mark? What chapter of your beautiful journey, sweetheart? I'm hearing Nipsey. Wow. Okay, I got you. Sky's the limit. Take it all in. Thank you so much, Divine Source. Thank you so much. Sky's the limit. Ain't even the limit. I see you got a bunch of money. Your second. Just finished my second one today, second Saturn. What does that mean? Your second Saturn. You're 21? Is that what that is? 2-1? Okay. So, So keep in mind that, yeah, your energy is definitely, changing. You've got celestial here, and that is the fact that your energy is changing. You are a soul being, you're a dual being, so remember that, okay? And that tells you that, okay, so you sure enough are on your second Saturn return. That's beautiful. Honey, I see you throwing out money in your living room. And when celestial comes, be reminded that now is the time. Now is the time for you to go into really your calling. Oh, I heard stop ignoring me. So when you're waking up, baby doll, and it's not just in the middle of the night, you're having epiphanies. So when you're driving, when you're like, I could see you like in the middle of the day, like when you're just life. And you have that moment of just stopping and you go into doing something else. Before you go into doing something else, stop. Write that down, record that. Don't let that slip away because those are the droplets that Spirit is giving you. Have faith. Know that that blessing is right there. You may not be able to see it yet, but it's there. The angel of marriage is here for you, working on past relationships, past years, past pain, trying to help you unravel. And that pathway is definitely clearer, but you have to spend more time in isolation with Divine Source through meditation, not just prayer. So when you're meditating, go for that walk. Don't let anyone talk to you as much as you can help it. No audio books, no recordings, just smiling and enjoying what your ancestors are telling you because now it's time. You definitely are not going into retirement. I could tell you that right now. You got to take your years of experience, gift them to the youth. You're going to be helping because I hear you saying it takes a village. You've been preaching. You are safe from anybody that says no otherwise. You definitely come on with it. It takes a village. They call you mama. You come on with it. Your angels are giving me all kinds of confirmation over my human. And you know what? You don't have to go far. You don't have to go far at all. I can't wait for our career deck to come in. It'll be. I'm gonna post it so y'all can pre-order it because it's on its way. It's in the printers now. But please show me, please. Oh, that's it. No, that was it. Okay, thank you. Yes. DJ, how do I book a reading and the price? My readings are 30 minutes for $99. 1 hour is $199. You can book it over on at spiritualguidanceacademy.com, and I think the link is down below too. Let me tell you, Leora, I can see you not going far. This is in the living room of your home. This is like right there in that space. But I can also see, it's a small space because I can see a dining room right there. I can see old school what do you call it? File cabinets, like really old school. Like I'm talking about 90s old school because it's like the army green stuff. So be on the lookout for somewhere you can get those. Like somebody's still throwing them out, like a somebody went out of business, something old, something like that. So you're not paying for material like that because you know what to do with it. You know how to repurpose stuff. All right. You got 40 here. Take that time to chant and pull it in. This is Om. So you want to start with Om, Okay? So energetically, you might feel like you're needing some time alone to get yourself together, your inner peace. But this is really vital for you right now. So again, meditation, you're able to connect to your higher self more. You're going to be hearing through your inner voice. You're going to be hearing from spirit. Facilitate opening up your throat chakra, because it's going to be really important that you speak up for yourself and that you speak your truth now. This is your second Saturn return. I am very proud of you. I'm excited to be a part of your journey and your solar return. This is so, girl, I want to talk to you. I just talked to somebody today that's in their first Saturn return. And you know, and I pray for you. I pray to be connected with people that I want to work with, in particular. Don't anybody get offended, but in particular, women that look like me and women that are in their Saturn return, men that are in their Saturn return, and I never focused on the second Saturn return. So that's a beautiful blessing that you just blessed me with. So thank you so much. Don't get offended, anybody, but I'm really aware of the marginalizing that happens, and I want to make sure that everyone's covered and everyone feels welcomed and safe in the spiritual industry. Thank you so much. I love working with all of you, but I'm never going to lie to you. All right, baby doll. So you're on that quest. You know that you're already on that journey. And when you are honoring that vision, it is, like I said, you're having those visions when you're just doing housework. And you have to have that little notebook, write it down, because you're forming, these are the puzzle pieces that Spirit's putting together. So it's not just when you're waking up in the middle of the night. Okay? Thank you so much, Divine Source. Thank you so much. But focus on your intentions. Focus on your blessings. Your blessings. Don't let anything take you to complaining. You gotta stay away from a couple people that they're really good people. You love them to life, but they have such negative energy. Their whole life is complaining, and they're manifesting some negative outcomes there. You don't want to be a part of that. You don't need to be a part of that. You have wealth. You have abundance waiting for you, and you got to stay away from them. Okay. This and that are true. So with 20, you've got that help that you asked for, and you've got giving and receiving, and Spirit's leading you. So the story that you tell and the story that really is, okay? Focus on the positive. Just what Spirit just said. Focus on the positive. For the light exists along the darkness. You are way too light to be around certain people, and you already know that they very heavy. You can't be around it. So you have to be creative and get away from it, and you have to start making yourself priority. It's not an excuse. It is prioritizing your health over their wealth, because their wealth is misery. It's lack. It's lack. So you have to stay away from it. All right, my family. I gotta get going. All right, baby dolls. I love y'all so much. All right. God bless you too. I'm glad that you feel it. I'm glad you feel it. Watch out for the downloads and the epiphanies. That's endless. We never put a number on that ever. Girl, don't limit yourself. That's abundant energy. Okay, right? She's like so many. You fill up that notebook. That's why Spirit told you to write it down, because you can't rely on your faulty human. She's only doing what she can do. You got to help her. All right. I love y'all. And remember, if you do want a reading, if you are open to our coaching scholarship, it's a 6-month coaching scholarship. It is a full ride. I will send you the details, but you have to text my business line. And the line is down below the number. It's 859-339-3459. Text it, and I'll send you that information back. All right, y'all. Be blessed and stay healthy.